He's surrounded by controversy debuts in Kentucky. Plenty of people headed to the theater to see it. A difficult Christmas for a family as they celebrate without a loved one who hasn't been seen in months. Volunteers spend their holiday making Christmas a little merrier for people in need.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 11.
Good evening. Thanks for watching tonight. 3 Kentucky theaters were among just a couple of hundred across the U.S. to premiere a headline-making movie today. Theaters of Georgetown showed The Interview, about a plot to kill North Korea's leader. Now, Sony originally canceled the release of this movie, but later reversed that decision. WKYT's Garrett Weimer talked to moviegoers who wanted to see the debut in our top story at 11.
Christmas is typically a busy day for movie theaters.
How are you today?
Good, how are you?
But at Theaters of Georgetown, the general manager says this Christmas seemed a little busier for one movie in particular.
You want to go kill Kim Jong-un?
Totally.
I remember seeing the previews for the movie and being shocked that there was actually a movie about something like this that was kind of almost a real thing. And then the movie got canceled, so I was like, oh, well, I guess they can't make movies about that.
People flocked to the theater for the controversial flick. Many said they wanted to see it before all the buzz. But still, for some, seeing it in theaters also made a statement.
I'm not going to get them online. However the hackers put them out, I am going to pay my money to go see them in the theaters because that's what Sony deserves.
A lot of people who saw The Interview in theaters say they would recommend it not just because of what happened, but because it's a funny movie.
It was hilarious the whole way through the movie.
It is good.
I think everybody should see it.
And judging only by the crowds here for the movie's opening day, a lot of people are. In Georgetown, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Now, the only other theaters currently showing The Interview in Kentucky are in Louisville and Pikeville. You can also rent or buy a digital version of the movie online. Moviegoers showed up early to Riverville Theaters in Pikeville to see The Interview today. One of the people who came to see it says she wasn't there just because the movie looked entertaining.
But with the whole fiasco of pulling it out of the theaters, and definitely made me want to see it even more.
The Kentucky Theater in Lexington is making plans to show The Interview as well. The theater has contractual obligations to fulfill right now, but they hope to show the movie after the first of the year. In our web poll, we've been asking if the controversy surrounding The Interview will make you more likely to see it. Most of you, 74%, say no, 19% say yes, and about 6% say they might see it. You can vote at WKYT.com. Well, we didn't have a white Christmas, but our weather for the day after will be pretty nice. It won't be long before it changes again, though. WKYT meteorologist Jim Caldwell is here on this Christmas day with the forecast. Hey, Jim.
It will get a little more active as we head into that weekend, Sam. Showers will return, but we'll hold on to some of the milder air at least for a little while longer. But not tonight, of course. It's chilly out there. The skies are clear, and we are sitting at the freezing mark here in Lexington right now at 32 degrees. And you're going to find more of those 32-degree readings all over the place. Mount Sterling, Richmond, London, out toward Harlan and eastern Kentucky. So plenty of a chill in the air tonight. Defender on the quiet side. We are not tracking any showers or, unfortunately, any snow. It's still Christmas, so it'd be okay to have a few flakes out there, but it's not the case. Cloud cover increasing just out to our west. We might see some thin, high clouds come of this, but that would be about it. So generally on the clear side through the overnight hours and into the early morning. Now, as we head into the day tomorrow, whether you're taking your gifts back or you're going to find great deals, well, we're looking at mostly sunny skies, temperatures up to around 48 degrees. It's still the holiday season here, still Christmas in some regards at least, so it looks like a great day for you out there. But some changes are coming in our 7-day forecast. We'll track the big blast of cold for next week as we head into the new year and what that could mean for the folks here early January. I'll have the latest here in just a few minutes, Sam.
Thank you, Jim. One family had to celebrate Christmas without a loved one today. Norma Jo Brown disappeared from Bath County 3 months ago. She was last seen with Kevin Howard. Police arrested Howard in early October and charged him with murdering a University of Cincinnati professor. Sharon King says it's painful not knowing where her daughter might be.
I don't know where she's at, you know. That's the worst feeling any mom could ever have. Knowing she's out there somewhere and you can't do nothing to help her.
She says crews will search a stretch of the Kentucky River in Jessamine County for clues about her daughter's disappearance. It's been 1 week since Lexington's latest murder, and there are no arrests in that case. Police say that 21-year-old Javon McGee shot and killed 30-year-old Joseph Parker outside an apartment complex on Augusta Court last Thursday. Police issued a warrant for McGee the next day. He sometimes goes by the alias Tink. Parker's homicide is the 18th of the year. Police continue to search for a person of interest in a Winchester murder case. Police say that gunfire broke out during a home invasion in an apartment on Oxford Drive Tuesday night. We're told that one of the bullets went through the floor, killing 19-year-old Amber Cottle. 20-year-old Lamont Wilkerson is charged with murder, and 18-year-old Lillian Barnett is charged with complicity to murder in the case. Funeral arrangements for Cottle have not been finalized yet. A Kentucky lawmaker wants to make sure that certain religious freedoms are allowed in public schools. Senator Albert Robinson of London has pre-filed a bill to allow students to voluntarily pray or express a religious viewpoint at school functions or in assignments. While the bill focuses on religion, the senator said that's not all it's about.
But also, no matter what your religion is or lack of religion, this is America. You have a right, a freedom of speech, to speak out.
Senator Robinson says the bill is modeled after similar legislation passed in Florida and Mississippi. For many, Christmas means taking time out to help other people, and today the Lexington Rescue Mission was one of several groups that fed the less fortunate. As WKYT's Jordan Valline shows us tonight, hundreds showed up at Broadway Christian Church to enjoy a meal and receive a holiday gift. The story is new at 11.
While many were still busy unwrapping gifts, volunteers with Lexington Rescue Mission,
well, this is one of my favorite traditions. We've been doing this for a long time.
Spent the day preparing a different kind of present.
Warm, home-cooked meal for everybody that comes, ham and potatoes and salad.
For folks,
hi.
Well, how you doing? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
They've never even met.
Families are trying to stretch their money a little bit further, and so a free meal can help them to do that. And so whatever the reasons are, though, we want to be here to help meet the need.
And help they did.
Chocolate. Here, just help yourself and please come back for seconds.
Giving the gifts of a holiday meal and a gift bag filled with goodies to more than 300 of the city's homeless and needy.
They need help, and they need food, and they need people that care about them.
And on this cold December night,
this is so good.
The hot meal coupled with the warmth of being surrounded by folks who care about their community.
Being able to come and just interact with folks that are struggling during the holidays, it kind of reminds you what it's all about.
Made this Christmas all the cozier for volunteers and guests alike.
Hopefully lift their spirits and offer them prayer and offer them hope.
In Lexington, Jordan Valline, WKYT.
And this is the 12th year that the Lexington Rescue Mission has held their annual community Christmas dinner. The Catholic Action Center also took time to feed people in need this Christmas. About 100 people gathered for Christmas breakfast. A church group from Mary Queen and the Holy Rosary provided the food for the meal and the volunteers. The group serves a meal on the fourth Sunday of every month at the Catholic Action Center. More than 200 volunteers helped the Salvation Army feed about 1,000 people today. The organization served more than 800 plates of food at its annual dinner and delivered another 100 meals to people who could not leave their homes. The Salvation Army says the meal is a way to give back to the community.
It's just very special because it means others are important. This day isn't just about me, it's about serving others, and that's a beautiful thing.
The Salvation Army says volunteers started signing up to work at the dinner in the summer. Celebrating Christmas meant a trip to church for many Kentuckians. For example, at the Cathedral of Christ the King in Lexington, priests there estimate as many as 7,000 to 8,000 people attended services on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Good Shepherd on East Main Street also held services today. Worshippers say it's a good way to remember what Christmas is all about.
This is the day we celebrate Jesus' birthday, and so it's a way of celebrating with unending joy that he chose to come into this world and be with us.
Many of the churches that did not hold services today did offer worship on Christmas Eve. Police in a Missouri town hoping for some peace following another day of protests over a deadly officer-involved shooting. We're tracking that situation. And a former president spent his day in the hospital. We have an update on the condition of former President George H.W. Bush.
Hi, my name is Specialist Brandon Jolly. I am currently stationed at Camp Berry in Kuwait with 234 Armor. I would like to give a shout out to my wife and kids back home, my family in Flemingsburg, Kentucky. Happy holidays.
Protesters gathered outside a church in Berkeley, Missouri, 2 days after a police officer shot a young black man. The protest stayed peaceful. As Omar Villafranca shows us, police hope that peace prevails tonight following 2 nights of tense demonstrations.
Police cars raced to Interstate 170 in the St. Louis area Wednesday night after protesters blocked traffic on the highway. At least 6 people were arrested. Some of the protesters staged a die-in at the gas station in the city of Berkeley, where a white police officer shot and killed 18-year-old Antonio Martin the night before. The gas station is just 5 miles from where 18-year-old Michael Brown was shot and killed in August. Police and politicians have tried to calm the protesters.
Yeah, I'd like to show you this video.
Releasing multiple angles of surveillance video that captured the shooting. It shows Martin raising his right arm. Police say he pointed a gun at the officer, but the video is not clear enough to show that. A loaded gun was found at the scene. A dash cam in the officer's car was not activated, and he was not wearing a new body camera provided by the department. Police say he had left it in his vehicle.
In the future, when we get well trained, there will be a severe penalty for any officer that does not turn it on.
The city and county have both launched investigations into the shooting. Omar Villafranca, CBS News, Dallas.
The officer in the case remains on administrative leave. He has not been identified. Former President George H.W. Bush spent Christmas in the hospital. Doctors admitted the 90-year-old to Houston Methodist Hospital 2 days ago for shortness of breath. A family spokesman says he's doing well, but didn't offer any other details on his condition. Mr. Bush is the oldest living former president. Crews have finished restoring power to a Mississippi town following a powerful tornado. The tornado hit the town of Columbia 2 days ago. 4 people were killed, including a couple living in a trailer and a woman trapped in a beauty salon. Volunteers spent Christmas Eve trying to help clean up debris from the tornado. And worshipers gathered in Indonesia today to mark the 10th anniversary of the 2004 tsunami. Nearly 228,000 people were killed in 14 countries across Southeast Asia and East Africa. Indonesia had the highest number of deaths. Rebuilding the region is estimated to have cost more than $13 billion. If you received a gift card you don't want, you can go online starting today to exchange it. Walmart is offering to take the gift cards and give you one for Walmart. The company says it will give up to 97% of the card's value, but exactly how much you get depends on your gift card you're exchanging. The program will last for the next few weeks. And if you're ready to spend a gift card you receive, stores will be open bright and early tomorrow morning. That's right, Fayette Mall opening at 7 a.m. for after Christmas shoppers. Target also opens early. You can shop at both Lexington stores at 7 a.m. Kohl's will join them, also opening at 7 a.m. as well. Drivers in Hong Kong got caught up in a money storm. Nearly $2 million, can you believe this, in cash fell out of an armored vehicle and into the street. $2 million. Police think the money was in 3 secure cash boxes that came undone. They're urging anyone who picked up the money to return it. Good luck, or they could face theft charges. Can you believe that?